See what a great way this is to get your business on one of the top performing radio stations in the market. Again, no cash and no strings. To participate, go to WAEB.com. Keyword no cash.
On the phone, I have United States Congressman Charlie Dent joining me. How you doing, Charlie?
Hey, Gunther, thanks for having me on the show again.
Good. Can hardly hear you, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that better?
No. Are you on speakerphone?
No. I'm on my home phone.
Huh. All right.
Want me to call you right back?
Now you're a little bit better.
Okay.
Let's talk, see how this goes. You are on the Ethics Committee in the House?
That is correct.
And that means that you somehow explain to us the problem. You're on the Ethics. How many people are on the Ethics Committee?
There are 10 members of the Ethics Committee, and is the only committee in the House that is evenly divided between Republican and Democrat, 5 and 5. The only committee that operates that way.
Wow. And will all of you, and I know you're going to be a juror in the Charlie Rangel ethics hearings.
Yes.
Or is that the case with all the 10 members?
No. Here's what will happen. There was a two-year investigation.
Mm-hmm.
The investigative subcommittee completed its work, and now this has been kicked over to what we call an adjudicatory subcommittee, which effectively turns this into a trial, and that will become a public process. 8 of the 10 members of the Ethics Committee will serve on that adjudicatory subcommittee, or in effect act as jurors. I'm one of those 8.
And is it 4 and 4?
4 and 4, correct.
And you're one of the 8. So you obviously, since you're going to be hearing the case, can't give your opinion on whether you think he's guilty or innocent.
That is correct.
So there will be there's 8 of the 10 of you are on this committee. Then who oversees it? The other 2? Who's like the judge and who?
The chair is Zoe Lofgren of California. She is the chair of the Ethics Committee, and Mike McCall of Texas is the ranking member on the committee. And so those are the 2. There will be a prosecution. There will be, House lawyers prosecuting, and then Mr. Rangel will have defense lawyers.
He hires defense lawyers?
That's correct.
Okay.
And then also you should know, too, this is not the first incident or issue. I've been serving on this committee the entire session of Congress, and there was another incident that I had actually been the lead Republican on the investigation. That dealt with what was called the Carib News Foundation, where some members of the Congressional Black Caucus went on trips to the Caribbean in 07 and 08. 5 of the members were exonerated, one of whom was admonished, and that was Mr. Rangel. He then subsequently stepped down as chair of the Ways and Means Committee, and those were adopted by unanimous vote. That is now public record.
So tell me what happened. You guys have this hearing. How long do you think? How many days, weeks? How long does this go?
That remains to be seen. All I can say right now is that we are in the public phase, the trial phase. So that means obviously people are preparing for a trial. Mm-hmm. The schedule of that trial has not yet been established, but I suspect I can't speculate, but I wouldn't expect in the immediate future.
Wait, what anything? What in the immediate future?
Well, I mean, if you're expecting a trial next week, it won't happen.
No,
but it will. I suspect it will take several weeks for people to get organized.
Do you think they try to stall it off till after the elections?
Look, I can't speak to the trial schedule,
mm-hmm.
but I think it's in everyone's interest to try to move as expeditiously as possible.
All right. And so then they have this hearing. There's, like you said, a prosecution, and he presents his defense. And then what? What happens?
If there's an let's put it this way. The House has the capacity. We have the capacity to discipline members. We deal with violations of House rules.
Right.
Okay. We do not deal with criminal acts.
That's
for other agencies, the Justice Department or the IRS, whatever the case may be. We don't deal with that. We just deal with these issues. Now, there's historical precedent. Now, what can happen to a member? The worst thing that can happen is an expulsion. And the last time there was a public trial of this nature, it involved one James Traficant of Ohio,
mm-hmm.
and he was ultimately expelled. I believe that was in 2002.
Right.
The next strongest form of discipline would be censure.
Mm-hmm.
Then would come reprimand.
What was just expulsion is pretty clear. What's censure?
Well, it's a very harsh statement. You're pulled to the floor of the House. And I don't get all the specifics.
But he still gets to keep his seat.
If someone is censured, yes, you are able to keep your seat. Mm. Obviously, an expulsion, you're removed.
Yeah, I know. To me, well, whatever. You can't comment. So then,
an expulsion, a censure, a reprimand, or a reproval. Those are really the 4 significant punishments or sanctions that the House could impose on a member of Congress. And if you look at the historical precedent, I can go back to 1980, Charlie Wilson, he was censured.